Hello guys, welcome to this new tutorial. So let's get started. Let's create a new project. Let's call this let's call it web API. First we need to install some NuGet packages. Mm, okay, now let's test whether this is building or not. Yep, it's okay. Let's add the SignalR. Add SignalR. Yeah, so and in order to I mean, in the SignalR we have call hubs. So all the clients going to connect to that one particular hub. In there you can manage the connections and do the whatever business logic you have. So let's create a folder called hub. In this case, I'm going to create a chat hub. So in here what I'm going to do is when a client send a message, I'm going to broadcast this message across the whoever connect to this hub, so every client can uh, see the message. So in order to do that, you can step like this, client all, and send a sync. And here we need to define the what's the method it's going to be in the JavaScript, I mean the client side, and let's call it receive message, and we're gonna pass the arguments as like this. All right, now we need to add uh, sorry, go through the documents and yeah, code use SignalR on to the chat hub and the route. All right, that's all you need to do to add the SignalR, to get started with the SignalR. So now our .NET Core app is ready, and let's implement the client. So I have already done some HTML in here. It's simply a text box with the user input that is used to type the username, and this is going to be the message field. And anyway, you need to download the if you're going to use the JavaScript client, you need to download the um, SignalR client library. Um, yeah, check. Yeah, you can install it via npm, and after you install, you can copy it from the this path and copy it to whatever folder you like. So I have already done that. If you wanna see, it's in here. And I have already copied the SignalR.js from the node module folder, and I have opened this folder via VS Code. Okay, and I have include the SignalR library and our custom chat.js in here. Okay, let's get start coding. And if we go to here, we can see that this HTTPS one. Yeah, we have HTTP on 5000, so it's correct. And hubs chat, I can't remember this correct one. Hubs chat, yeah, so it's hub chat. Now let's get start coding. All right, first we need to do the connection starting. Before that, we need to in here receive message. It should be in here. It's going to be the client name, and the message. Okay. Yeah, just do something like this, and create element type list, text content, full message, and document get element by ID, and it should be this one, this list. We're gonna append all of the messages into a list. And child by, yeah, and we need to now we need to create the start method. This is when the actually application going to connect to the SignalR hub. If you wanna catch any errors, you can do that like this. So it should be like this. Okay, let's run this one. And let's refresh this. Yeah. Okay, we need to do some modifications. Let me check on that and get back to you. Actually, it's a problem with the cost policies. Let's do something like this for the time being. When without all having this origins. Yeah, actually should be like this. Log credentials. Yeah. Use cost policies. Let's try this one. It should work. Let's work. Okay, now we connected to the WebSocket. Now let's do the rest of the implementation. Okay, now what we need to do is when user click on this one, I need to send a message to the WebSocket. So I need to take to this button's ID, send document get element by ID, the hell. Add event person, click function event. We need to get the username, document get element by ID, username, value message get element by ID, yep, and connection invoke. So what this mean? Invoke means we need to invoke this function. And the first parameter should be the username, and the second parameter should be the message. Yeah. And yeah, I think this should work. Let's try that. Okay, it's connected. Let's type test. Yep, it's worked. Now let's open up in the another browser. Sorry, another tab. Okay, let's try the just user one. Hi. Yeah. Okay, now you can see that it's working. Yep, it's very easy, and I hope you can use this in your future projects. This is very helpful when you want to show some live data. Yeah, have a nice day. Goodbye, guys.